Let's move on to the New York Jets. Also a win total at 6.5. This one even juiced higher at my book, over 6.5 minus 180. Division plus 650, conference plus 4,000, Super Bowl plus 8,000. Le'Veon Bell, comeback player of the year plus 400. Le'Veon Bell, most rush yards in the NFL plus 1,200. Le'Veon Bell's over-under for rush yards, 1,125. And Sam Darnold, passing yards, 3,650, juice to the over. Front office has been a mess. I do not like Adam Gase. This was a bad team last year at 4-12. Can Le'Veon Bell change that? 1,291 rush yards 2 years ago. It boosts anyone's offense. How much does Sam Darnold improve with Le'Veon Bell? Robbie Anderson and Quincy Enunwa will not provide much help. Is this a team that you just need to stack 8 in the box against? Quinnen Williams is a B. C.J. Mosley is a great pickup at linebacker. How many more wins does Quinnen Williams and Le'Veon Bell give them? 2? Is this a 6-10 team, Donnie, or better?
No, I actually think they're better. I think there's a little bit of value in this team. I can see this team easily picking up 8 wins. The one thing that I do like is about the future of the Jets and where they're moving now. They get rid of McCagnon to get a real upgrade in Joe Douglas to run that front office. That complete mess under Woody Johnson and his family, that looks like it's all in the rearview mirror. The only problem is hopefully Joe Douglas can override Adam Gase and some of his crazy decisions that he likes. Now, the one thing I do like is, look, you're getting rid of a defensive-minded head coach and moving to an offensive-minded head coach. I always think that's a plus in the NFL because, as Will Capper said, and most of us agree with now, this is an offensive league. You have to keep up with the offense, not actually keeping up with the defenses out here. To one of your points there, Jimmy, I like their wide receiver core. I think they got some speed, Robbie Anderson. I think they got some durability there. Hopefully can get over the injuries with Quincy Enunwa and also bringing over Crowder. I think they have 3 outlets out there. And the thing I do like with a young quarterback, give him an offensive coordinator, an offensive system that's going to let him get out there and excel. He has 3 wide receivers that should be able to move the football downfield. Le'Veon Bell in the backfield should be a 3-down back. Great at picking up the blitz when he was in Pittsburgh. Hopefully he's motivated with money this year. And I like what the defense is doing. You picked up some big names. You went down to Baltimore and got their bell cow at middle linebacker. You went out and got a steal to me, even though obviously you'd have to move up or down. Quinnen Williams falls to you. You take him. What the Jets are looking forward to over the next couple years, to me, they are rightful for the throne in the AFC East. If there's any chance that New England slips or falls, Tom Brady gets injured or something happens with the New England Patriots, this should be the team that should be able to pounce on that because I like the direction. Obviously, we're going to talk about Miami here, which is going to be a lot of fun in just a few moments. They're going to be out of the picture. Buffalo's, you're right. Quarterback conditions, issues that they have, that's still going to rear its head. I think they have the best young quarterback in the division. I think they have the best young talent in the division. I think it's going to show. 8 wins for me for the Jets. I think it's going to happen.
Wow. Donnie, higher on the Jets than am I. Whale Capper, am I too low on these Jets?
I don't think so. And I honestly, you guys' opinion is like the exact circle of why the Jets are a no bet, in my opinion. They are the volatility. This could go well or it could go to hell. Like there is very, very, very many warning signs here about a team that is on the precipice of falling apart. And let's recount this offseason. They bring in Adam Gase. Weird fit for the team. They fire the general manager, brings in Le'Veon Bell. Adam Gase doesn't want Le'Veon Bell. The general manager gets fired after the draft. Something about the way that he addressed the team needs did not sit well with the ownership group. He's gone. Adam Gase now apparently isn't, in control. He's stuck with this, this running back that they paid all this money to that, the successful teams in this league, you look at how they, construct their roster, how they're balancing their roster, where they're investing most of their capital. It's not in the running back position. This was a luxury signing for them because they needed playmakers, because they lacked playmakers so seriously last year. All that said, yes, they have playmakers. All that said, Darnold may be good, but we haven't really seen enough play out of him to tell us one way or the other on what he's going to be able to do in this league. And, there's promise. He had some moments last year that were like, look, he's got the goods. He can make the throws. He's got good decision making at times, but we only got to see a little bit of it from him. And they did not address the offensive line, which was a big problem. And I don't love the recipe of offensive line with issues combined with young quarterback expected to make throws down the field to his weapons. A little bit of a volatile situation here where I think your distribution of possible outcomes is very wide. This could be another 4-12 campaign where they bring in a new general manager, he fires Adam Gase, and they start over again. Or they could look much better than their other AFC East counterparts because Darnold could take a serious step forward and be a legitimate threat in the passing game in this league. And, it's worth noting Darnold is very young. He should have a lot of growth and a lot of development, and his reps last year should be valuable. But there's still enough question marks on, how they address some of the holes in this team that I'm not going to be getting involved financially on them all of a sudden being a competent franchise out of the blue, especially after just firing their general manager who signed Le'Veon Bell, who they apparently don't want. So this is a wild scene.
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense. Both breakdowns very, very interesting.